Hey everybody, it's Bill from KATU.com, and we're down in the Weather Center on Wednesday with a windblown and slushy Rhonda Shelby.
At least I didn't have to be out there in it.
That's true.
I just had to forecast it.
That's true. Boy, what a couple of crazy days.
Yeah, no kidding. 3 in a row now.
Yeah.
Crazy weather. Okay, so here's the situation for the rest of the afternoon. We are still seeing hurricane force wind gusts around the coast. It seems to have moderated a little more on the central coast, and they're moving up to the north coast. It will be a situation where the southern valley and the central Willamette Valley will still continue to see the stronger gusts than the north valley. Let me show you why. We have this slight east wind blowing right here in the North Valley from Troutdale out to Portland. Gusts have been anywhere from 20 to 25 miles per hour out of the east around Troutdale, and then it just fans out into a lighter wind around the city. That's keeping the south winds at bay. So really the strong south wind is stopping around Aurora today. And let me show you some of the gusts. 32 mile per hour gusts at Aurora. They've been as high as 40 in Salem. And Kelso Longview is kind of the outlier. They've had some of the stronger wind gusts as well. But generally here in Portland, Vancouver, I've downgraded the wind a bit. I don't think we'll see 50 mile per hour gusts as we had forecasted earlier. I think it'll be more like 35 and 40 is a possibility in a few stray gusts coming through. Now, here's the other thing. Can you see how the rain is kind of moving south in this this loop here?
Yeah.
One of the reasons why this is happening is the area of low pressure and this associated warm front is slightly moving south. So we're going to see the rain taper off at times this afternoon. It's going to be windy. That's the situation for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm going to skip right over this and get to the 7-day forecast. Here you are just getting, this is what I usually do in the Weather Center. I just kind of skip around things and get what I need, especially when you're in live coverage all day.
Right.
Okay, here's 7-day. What we're expecting is the areas that are still locked in that thaw, like the gorge, and there actually have been a few isolated areas just north of Kelso Longview in that I said the thaw, but I meant the cold air. They will begin to thaw later tonight. Finally, the warm air will take over. It won't be until tonight, though, so another 3 inches of snow is possible for those folks. But the rest of us are looking at rain. Of course, a windy afternoon today, and then there are about 2 or 3 more storm systems lined up to come in here. The strongest one possibly Sunday, Monday, and it may bring the snow level back down, but not back down to the valley floor, back down to the hills around 1,000 feet. So that's what we're looking at for now and into the next few days. Obviously, this really concerns me when it comes to small stream flooding, because with all this rapid snow melt, we definitely have to be looking for that, plus all of this rain. We've almost picked up an inch of rain since midnight last night.
That's a lot of rain, and that means very wet ground. And we've also, as anybody who's been watching has seen, lots of trees coming down. So
Yes.
with the winds slacking off a little bit, hopefully that will spare some trees and homes and power lines.
Hopefully, because a lot of the winds around the coastline have been the culprit of downed trees over there. However, it looks like this afternoon we're not going to have to deal with anything higher than about a 40 mile per hour wind gust in the city. I'm not saying that can't bring down a weakened tree, because it can, but I don't think that will be as frequent as we've seen on the coast with some of the frequent wind gusts that have gone on this morning.
Real quick, I want to know if you wanted to pitch into the pool to buy Tom Jensen an actual wind meter.
An actual anemometer? I was thinking that myself. I'm thinking, why don't we buy this man an anemometer? That was pretty creative, you have to admit, though. I mean, and you could really see what the winds were doing with that little plastic bag. But yeah, I was thinking that too. Actually, I used to loan out my wind gauge to the reporters back in the day. I haven't seen it since I can't remember which reporter took it a couple of years ago and never brought it back. Made me kind of mad, but I guess we need to get another one.
All right, well, if we have anything pop up, we will come back and get another update from you, Rhonda.
All right.
Thanks for all your hard work during these last couple of days.